More!
Lunch break!
Ooh, look at all those hearts that just came out of
Yeah.
the air.
Hey.
Whoa!
Hey!
That's weird.
You guys are, I am officially the brightest one here. This is strange.
Very strange.
But you guys are all my soon-to-boos.
Oh, that's such a nice thing to say on Valentine's Day.
Yay!
What a coincidence.
Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Happy
Finally
Valentine's.
happened. It coincided with a lunch break.
You know, you can say that you guys are my soon-to-boos every day.
We don't show affection in the office very much, so that's why Jen's very squirmy.
Even if you look at her, she'll get squirmy.
But we thought since it's Valentine's Day, we would take this opportunity to get to know each other better, test one of these popular exercises that have been circulating the internet for a long time.
Yeah.
It's the 36 questions to fall in love.
Is there like a history behind this? Like, is there like science?
There was a psychologist that created this, I believe. And I remember there being actual like articles where people were claiming that these two people did the experiment and like got married. When I first read that, I was like, bullshit. But, you know, at the same time, I've done this before with friends, and
Do you love them more or?
we definitely.
I mean, you can love your friends. Love doesn't
Yes.
have to be like.
You should love your friends. Today we're gonna explore some of these questions, not in any kind of hopes of a romantic connection, but just to see what it's all about.
Because if the myth is true, that's kind of dangerous.
Yeah, and I think we're already very close and we all have the feels already, so
We're kind of like those characters that are like, oh, we heard that house is haunted, but we'll go in and see for sure. I dropped my paper. Can you guys pick it? It's very All right, so we're gonna popcorn through these questions.
Yes.
All right, Benson, I'm gonna ask you the first question.
Okay.
All right, Benson, given the choice of anyone in the world,
Ew, I don't like the way you're saying it.
whom would you want as a dinner guest?
You're like looking at him in the eyes
So-
too.
That's part of the process.
So I've been watching like a lot of like science related videos lately. So I would invite theoretical physicist Michio Kaku.
Who's that?
So
He's a theoretical physicist and like he talks about like the future and stuff. So like yeah.
and realities and
Yeah, and like artificial intelligence and like
What's he
in
known for?
space. He's known for being a theoretical physicist.
what else does he have
Jen.
to do?
So far, where conflict has come.
I'm very happy with your choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they're falling in love a little bit.
He's got a great voice too and a way of explaining things where it's not like condescending. He's
Yeah.
like he wants you to understand and like
Interesting. It sounds like you want to fall in love with that guy.
I might already be in love.
Yeah, okay. Interesting answer. I learned a lot about you just from that.
All right, my turn to ask. Wes, I feel like this already applies to you, but would you like to be famous? And then in what way would you like to be famous?
Would I like to be? No, I wouldn't like to be, but I'd like the fame to be a byproduct of my work. So I would want the work to be enjoyable to me, and so much so that it's good work, and so much so that people know me for that.
What kind of work?
I don't know, like videos and stuff,
So like the more famous you get is based off of how much work you do.
or how good it is.
Do you want to be associated with the work? What if the work is famous, but
Oh.
they don't
Like
know it?
anonymous.
like Banks.
I think it's a pick and choose kind of thing. Like I don't need to be known for everything, but I don't want to be a complete mystery. That's a tough question. I would like to be known for the work so that I could teach other people about it, or I can continue that legacy, past myself. Because if I was anonymous, it'd be very hard to see that work live on in other people.
Okay, it's a good answer.
You already do that.
Thanks. Thank you.
Oh, wow, so nice, Jen.
Thank you. Next.
All right, Jen.
Don't look at me.
Jen. Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse
Yeah.
what you're going to say
All the time.
and why?
All the time. I did that just now. But if it's like I have to deal with something, then yes, I'll rehearse. Like I'll be like,
Oh.
I'm gonna say hi. I'm gonna
Like
say,
a
how
call at
are
your bank
you?
or something.
Yeah, because it's like it feels more anxiety inducing.
If there's some kind of transaction.
Yeah, like I want to get all my cards right and like all the questions out. Like I don't want to spend more time because I already probably waited on hold for like an hour.
What about parents?
Parents? No, I don't rehearse because I already know what they're gonna say.
That's an interesting question. I feel like that one was kind of like off of the other ones.
Yeah. Ooh, it's already
A
getting
little bit more
deeper.
casual.
Yeah,
it's
it's
almost
more
like it has like a
They're mixing, right?
mixing, you know?
Yeah.
Let's do a light one, throw it in there.
And then they're
I
gonna.
like that one. It's different.
All right, we're gonna hit. The next one's gonna be really, really heavy on Taylor.
I like this question.
Oh, you like the question, that's great.
What would you constitute as a perfect day for you?
I think a perfect day, believe it or not, starts with a great breakfast. It'd be nice to wake up from like a great sleep. And then like, I like days that there's not too much planned and you can be a little spontaneous. You just start with like a really hearty breakfast maybe and a warm cup of coffee. You know, and a lot of good food throughout the day, you know? Like lunch has to be so good too.
If there's like a love meter, it's just like
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter what happens in between as long as all the meals are like exceptional.
Being with a significant person, you know, whether it's family or a good friend. Doesn't have to be everyone I love, but just one person to share that day with would be nice. And then maybe ending on the couch with some Netflix. That'd be nice. Yeah, just a very relaxing day.
I feel like you've had a lot of perfect days then.
You'd be surprised how one thing could prevent a perfect day.
that sounds
Does
nice.
it sound nice?
No, that's great. It's very specific.
Benson, when did you last sing to yourself?
I sing to myself a lot in the car. Probably sometime this morning. I sing to my dogs a lot, so those are probably the last else people I'd sang to. And then I've been watching Lord of the Rings lately, so it's probably something from Lord of the Rings. But yeah, I sing to my dogs a lot, so
We should do karaoke sometime.
let's do it.
With the dogs.
If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
Whoa.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I like that question.
So it's kind of like, I guess, Benjamin Buttons, but you get to
Oh,
stay.
it's choosing the body or the mind?
Like your mind's not deteriorating
Right.
or your body's not deteriorating.
I'd want to maintain the physicality of my 30-year-old self when I'm 90. Because I think if I had the mental state of a 30-year-old, I'd be very eager to go do things, but I wouldn't be able to because my body couldn't keep up. And that'd make me very frustrated with myself. And I don't think I'm that unwise right now. So if I just stopped, if I stopped getting wiser right now for the next 60 years, I don't want to be stuck up, but I think I'd be okay with that. So I'd want to be able to go out and do things when I'm 90.
Wait, so you want the mind?
I want the body.
What the body? What's a body? He doesn't want.
Gotta disconnect here. If you're just bedridden and just thinking about everything, a youthful mind, that's great, but you're very much living in your own world. Whereas if you have the body to go out, you can still be a part of the world. Very simple question. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
Oh!
Wow.
That's deep. That's scary.
You better not just say no.
Secret hunch?
Yeah.
I feel like I have a very imaginative mind that even goes into like that stuff. So like I feel like we've all, I don't know, I've thought about it, but I don't want to say hunch because that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Because that's like the side of like stuff I don't want to think about.
Right. So answer it however you want, I guess.
No.
That's fair.
She hasn't.
Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common.
You have to direct that at Taylor.
Oh, sorry.
It's formatted for 2 people talking. I'll do partners. I'll do 1 per person.
Oh, perfect.
I think Benson and I share this certain element of critical thinking and problem solving. I think I admire that from Benson, and I try to replicate that in my life.
That's gross.
Wes and I have a lot in common besides our last name. There's a lot of creative things. Oh, just in terms of the stories and stuff we do like to, and it translates to the things we want to create too. I think we have similar sensibilities when it comes to themes and plots and stories that we resonate with. And so that translates to like humans and our values and all that. So that's cool.
This ends up being compliments to us. Yeah, this is...
He's complimenting himself.
Yeah. All right, can't wait for this one.
Jen and I think we're both very self-deprecating and humble. Very humble
Ooh, he turned that one around.
about their work and their impact.
Nostalgic too.
Aren't we all? Benson,
Yeah.
for what in your life do you feel the most grateful?
Most grateful? I think having this opportunity to share about myself and to share with others, like viewers, and have an audience, people that, look up to us and look up to me, and, know that my experience in life can get passed to even more people, and like people can learn from my mistakes or my lessons, and that's what I'm really grateful that like a part of me will always kind of live on through moments like these. And
Wow, Wong Fu? You say Wong Fu? You're most grateful for Wong Fu?
It seems like it's beyond that.
it's beyond, and like being able to pass on to like more people than just like say my children or.
And Benson's a great leader and a great teacher, and I think that's shown, and that's the joy of that is comes through very clearly when you teach people things.
Ooh, this is getting deep, guys.
Wes,
Okay. Yes.
if you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? This is.
Ooh, that's
These are
fast.
so tough.
This is the. Oh.
I wouldn't be who I am now then, right? That's if I changed the way I was raised.
It depends.
But it seems like the way I was raised is something I have no control over. So it's like something that I wish I didn't have to go through almost. That's what it's asking. You know, it's funny, I was up at home and my mom was like, we should have made you play an instrument. We never did that. And I said, no, it's okay. Like, because I didn't play an instrument, I had time to do other things, like play with my action figures, which made me think of stories all the time. And that's what I do now. So if I had played an instrument, then that would have changed my entire route on life or how I see life. I think I stressed too much about schoolwork, and I think that was something that I thought that I had to do to make my parents proud, and I put so much weight on that, but you know, it is what it is, that's school. I'm very grateful for how I was raised, so I don't know if I should be too critical of that.
My heart's getting heavy.
Let's find a fun one.
Choose a good one.
Okay, Jen.
Yes.
Jennifer Lay.
Hello.
Complete this sentence.
Oh no.
I wish I had someone with whom I could share.
Share a Netflix account with.
You're paying for your own Netflix account?
Yes. Good memories. Good times.
You feel like you don't have that?
I feel like people aren't like aligned with like, let's say trips, like the specific type of trip they want. Like people don't want this, like do the same type of stuff you want. Maybe like it's like the perfect alignment.
Like the travel buddy.
Yes, travel buddy.
It's hard to come by. Really hard.
It creates good memories that you're gonna share. That's what you're going for. Yeah. Yeah. A lot comes from that.
Yeah. Well, I think you'll find your travel buddy in life.
It's me.
We need to get you a
Go
mirror.
by myself. Go by I don't know if that's TSA approved.
We only did a portion of the 36 questions. We had to stop. It was getting too close. What do you guys think? Is it working?
deep.
It was working.
I could see how this would really make you connect with someone. Even if you don't agree with them, to know how they grew up and where they stand in life, I could see this working.
I think even like two people of completely opposite personalities and backgrounds, I think, could come together with these questions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask these to my dogs.
Yeah.
How's life been? Rough, rough.
Hope you enjoyed these questions and this little segment and watching us getting closer to each other. Maybe you guys should take these to your significant others or friends or peers and try it for yourself.
And let us know in the comments below if you guys have an answer to one of these questions.
Happy Valentine's Day. Lunch break every Thursday. So we'll see you next week.
Bye.